This sure wasn't how I pictured my night ending. That would have been in the arms of John. Wild and unbridled. Now all I have is a headache that I'm sure I don't deserve, and the pressing need for some new foundation and another martini. It is a festive season after all.
In news just to hand in this conveniently timed news broadcast, reports have been flooding in that Cabinet Minister John Wyatt, your lover, has been found dead this morning in suspicious circumstances. Police are yet to officially comment, but it's understood a member of staff, by which I mean you, is the prime suspect.
So John is dead. Hardly surprising, given the type of guy he was and the enemies he had collected, like they were fine wine and cigars. How did this happen? John and I were well known as a couple, and whoever had done this had done so to set me up for a fall. I couldn't let it stand. Not now. Not ever. John had two great weaknesses in life. Neither of them were the booze, and they certainly weren't his wife. The first, of course, was me, but his other great weakness was the dogs. I knew he had some debts, but maybe I had underestimated the problem. Were they great enough to get him killed? I didn't know, but I knew he would. Dan Sagan called himself the debt collector. He was a debt collector, all right, but cash wasn't how Dan demanded payment. Dan had proven himself useful on a number of occasions, to both John and myself. But he was a gun for hire. He couldn't be trusted for loyalty to anyone, least of all a yes-man politician with a penchant for long odds and high stakes.
I'm sorry to hear about your man, Toots. He's a real stand-up guy.
You know what happened to him, Sagan?
He stopped living. And now I'm one employer down. You know, in a world where only one employer is written in for me, this is highly inconvenient.
Did he owe you money?
He owed a great deal of money to a great deal of people. Now those people are none too pleased that he's gone. The only way to make money from John was in killing him.
I'm sure that would be tempting to a piece of shit like you.
Which do you prefer? The fuchsia or the lilac delight?
I don't care for either. How much did he owe you?
You know, darling, we could make quite that team.
Sorry, but there's only room for one anti-hero, and that's me. There's plenty of room for a dead scumbag, though. Maybe that's you.
He told me to tell you this. From now on, you call the shots.
What does that mean?
It means we've ticked that box. Literally and metaphorically. You know, darling, in these sorts of situations, 90% of the time, it's the wife and not the bumbling lowlife that did the crime. You may look okay, but you sure as shit ain't much for thinking.
The debt collector had a point. Film Noir 101. I'd missed the obvious. John's wife. She had to be prime suspect number one. I'd never been jealous of Maureen, but I can't say that she never felt the same way. I didn't even know if she knew of mine and John's arrangement. She was hardly a powerful enemy, but if it was her that killed John, then she'd need to pay regardless.
Hello there, Miss Rains. Boy, it's good to see you again. Yeah?
Jed, you don't seem too upset for someone who's just lost their father.
And you're rather prescriptive for a supposed detective. Sweetie, your smile eases my pain. So how about it? I'm sure a second round, you know.
Where's your mother? I need to speak to her.
Sorry, Sunflower. She wasn't cast. Anyway, we can do all the talking here.
None of this made any sense. Not the out-of-sync radio broadcast, not the nail-painting debt collector, nor the red herring son. Why did I even care about John? It was time to get out of there.
Oh, baby. Good to see you.
Typical. That bastard had faked his own death. I should have seen it coming. He led me on a merry dance. I felt stupid for not seeing it earlier. There's nothing more I hate than to feel stupid.
Did you get my message?
Did I get to call the shots?
And my gift?
The box. What's in it? How much do I mean to you?
You didn't look. It's something that's important to the plot.
John's words were as prophetic as his death was inevitable. Now get me the hell out of this Noir.